Fairly deep approach here from ytdailyvalorant as he looks to regress, and
he needs timing.
yeah, it's Shados nearby, right? But it's Nats the first start off with a kill. Dimasic ends up falling. ytdailyvalorant not spotted. He's going to check that right-hand side. Successful in finding the player, but not quite the kill, which means Mech are on top in numbers, but still haven't gained too much ground control.
What an absolutely unusual fight. Dimasic also died at the end of Tube. The A side is a little bit more vulnerable. And as you see already, Nats is prodding forwards and forwards. He's leading his players to now come to the A side. They don't have a split, right? There's nobody coming over double doors. And Team Liquid remain very passive. There's nobody pyramids. Nobody can actively hold this up. They will play on retake most likely.
Yeah, it does seem that they will be respecting Mech so far. It seems they have a pretty good read on it. And even though the approach will come forth, it's a slow one, buying the time for Team Liquid to start to move in. Soulcast, guiding light into the fight, instantly taken down. So a massive deficit here from Team Liquid, which puts everything up to Scream. That is where you'll get the first death.
To success, right? The game versus Ascent was a little odd, so to say, because Ascent also gave it away a little bit that way, but let's see what they can do. Because for the moment, that Force leads with an entry.
At least with the first kill for Team Liquid. And even though the plant goes down, it seems that Team Liquid keep finding these trades. And if they can keep themselves on top and maybe find some weapons, this wouldn't be all that impossible. JD makes the call to fall back. Spike into the right-hand side corner of the site.
And JD also has no snake bites. There's no after-plant opportunity in that sense.
Well, it seems that Team Liquid will try and force a fight. Chronicle into the corner, ends up dying.
Oh no!
He ends up getting one. They quickly trade it right back up. 2 versus 3, and it's still not to be planted. Nats trying to hold it down. Nevera with a double.
What?
Team Liquid with a 50-round win.
He doesn't have it though. I don't believe he got it.
Oh, it's close.
No way. For it, he could fight first.
He could have.
This is it by an inch.
Yeah. All down a game awareness. Scream with an elevated position ends up with a first, but look at Mech closing onto the A side. Scream is still alive.
That's Scream. That's Scream
by himself. Why do you need any more teammates? He's IGLing now as well, but it doesn't seem like he requires any more help.
He stays patient though. This is so important that he really stays calm and doesn't overextend. Another player spotted, but this is looking good.
This is looking real good for Team Liquid.
He's hungry.
He wants the ace, but ytdailyvalorant denies it. They know they can afford to keep lesser players and more spread out, but the approach is incoming. Redgar looking for a ledge to stand on. Scream has got a good angle, but dies instantly. What a swing by Shados. Soulcast left alone on site with everything to do here, but instantly shut down, which means Team Liquid are on the back foot.
Massively on the back foot, and I don't know if you want to dare it necessarily. Yeah, there's a lot of money left here on the account for Team Liquid, as they also used the Hunter's Fury, but it didn't find anything. This is still very possible though. They will risk it. They will dare it.
It's going to be a tough one, but Team Liquid, they're darn good aimers. And they'll give it their best. Viper Spit as well conceals so much of this positioning. Redgar up close. It has to be checked. It's an awkward angle.
He dies, that becomes a problem.
And Nats has also got a side angle to work with if need be. Out into the open. ytdailyvalorant falls. This increases Mech's chances in this endeavor. Redgar, he's running after them. Dimasic will try to hold on for a little longer, and he might be able to make it doable for
absolutely empty, except ytdailyvalorant.
It seems like it's just the big mind game so far. So ytdailyvalorant in this position could have got a collateral, but it gives time for Soulcast to find a crossfire and keep things very doable for the Team Liquid side. Spike will be going down, but Nats is in a really difficult spot. Seekers right after him. They know he's there. Blinded as a bat. Nats falls, and the blades have come out from Team Liquid as well. They're not taking any chances. JD, though, wants to beg to differ. Close by, spotted. Both of the players of Mech have been spotted, but JD doesn't care. He's moving up. He's so close to that fight, but Scream can sniff him from a distance, and his Team Liquid switch things up a bit by taking an aggro position over in tunnel. Seems to be fairly telegraphed. Look at the response here from Team Liquid. Ooh, if Chronicle would have grabbed the second one there, that would be doable. What are these rounds we're seeing? Are we really going to be seeing a Sheriff win by Mech? They managed to bait everybody on the Team Liquid side over to the right-hand side of the map and have found an opening on B, but they don't go for it because they don't know about it.
Nope. Nats is doing Nats things. I mean,
again,
but Scream reads it. They know at this point that he's so favorable about mid.
Oh, that's a shot! Such a crucial one! And again, Team Liquid baited to the wrong side.
Close range angles. You gotta play it in a way where those rifles have no advantage.
That's a really smart post up here from Nats. Knows what's going on. Guiding light. They seem to be wary of this position. That's the first head. Nats about to do some more Nats things. Soulcast knows where to look, but doesn't know where to hide because Nats will find him. Mech
They move through, and they make that split work. Yampi could find the entry, though.
He's been so good at these entries, but unfortunately he'll be
He hit the
finding a drone. Nats is the one to actually find the first kill of this round, and Dimisic on this
That's
far end will
awkward.
try
That's
and
awkward.
equalize. What's awkward is Mech not being able to shut him down. Still a 2v3, Nivera close by, and it's Team Liquid on top. JD.
Prove yourself, son.
He needs to prove himself. He hasn't found any clutches so far, but this could be his moment.
And there's one flank coming. It's just about timing. When does he have the awareness?
Behind him at the right moment.
So good from Nivera.
Nivera's just hiding out because Team Liquid know they've got spike control,
That's it.
and JD has no clue where Soulcast is coming from. Side, Yampi looking to aggress.
Uh-oh. He can't TP anymore now.
No, he cannot, but it doesn't seem he's challenged just yet.
Nats.
Oh, look at Nats. He sniffed him out, finds the first kill, Scream onto the site. There he goes, and it means they keep things fairly square. Shader though has a possibility of being resurrected, but Nivera's not going to let that happen. Not
Nivera!
Nivera doing so darn much, but it's still mech in contention, and if there's anyone to do it, it's got to be Nats. But unfortunately, with two players, first two shots, the third one doesn't find a thing either, but Scream is very close up to this action, and it's before the rest of the rotations come in. He's going in alone, and they let him live for just a little bit longer. This is very, very isolated play from Team Liquid, and it just doesn't pay off.
Is it the 8-4 is the question. Demasic's coming in for the flank. Redgar must have godlike timing to hold this.
Oh, dear.
They're just gonna bounce shoulders.
They're literally touching shoulders right now.
Ah,
And
there
they
you
just
go.
bumped into each other, and it's Reika to come out on top. Now Nivera and Yampi have a lot to do. It's a goal! Nivera! The nerves get to him. And that is how the cookie crumbles.
Hold it up is the question.
Yeah, we can already see their response. You're right. They know it's coming. Chronicle, just when the wall drops, finds
So
himself
nasty.
out into the open, ends up falling. Scream, what a shot! He's known for those one taps. He's known for these headshots. And Team Liquid haven't quite gotten the spike down, which gives Mech some time to find a flank in the making. Nats has been spotted, therefore no longer an element of surprise for this defensive side. The spike only just gets touched.
Fourth time he's planting this now.
But Nats has a lot to do. That's the first.
Very good.
Dimisic
Going on.
also falls. No way this is a turnaround. Soulcast just leveling the playing field on the other end. Redgar, no chance in that fight. But it's Nats up against the two of Team Liquid. Soulcast and Scream holding it off. Two different angles, both now joining together after that dash. Guiding light on point.
He's
Nats
still alive.
repositions. He's on the spike, touches it, puts pressure onto them.
Oh,
That's a headshot.
no.
Oh no! Nats with 4 kills. About what is going on, but we've seen a lot of
seen
these
this
one
before.
before. Yeah, deja vu.
I've seen this before.
Oh, Shados, you may be in
Oh,
trouble.
please,
He's missing
please.
all the shots, and it's Scream. Of course it's going to be Scream.
One down.
JD back in
still
the
not
fight.
done.
2 players of Team Liquid are low. Still not over, and Met can definitely capitalize on these health points of these players.
A big question what kind of role Soulcast plays with a lurk here.
Yeah,
As he could find
No,
Nats,
Nats
not
finds
the
him.
case. The awareness on this guy.
he's so smart. And he's
But
even
still
got a
the
neural
spike
theft.
down.
This is a second round, and he's got
Yep.
a neural theft.
Most important ult in the game.
Screen down.
And they know exactly where they're posting up. They know exactly where they're hiding. Jada looking to push through this, but how do you clear out these corners? When Scream is still alive!
What?
When 5
What?
points of health,
What?
still standing strong, still holding them back. And these sheriffs have done so much.
No
And Redgar can do
way. They're just
the
calm.
recon.
They're just remaining calm. It's right now, they're entering the site. They know probably that Nats loves his little tripwires over there on A. He got a good bit of information with the cam as well, but now the shots need to hit. Starts good, but he's rather hiding.
Well, Shados is using that ADS very well, finding 3 kills so far in
30
this
seconds
round.
left.
Close by, Team Liquid may be in trouble, but Soulcast, he can definitely get themselves out of this pickle. He spot out the trip. 20 seconds and he's completely spotted. He can't remove it. He doesn't feel the safety to do so. Shocked outside his feet. Dimisic looking to assist him, give him some more space. He actually ends up with a kill, but there's just too many players around that corner. Dimisic will be dying next, and so will Team Liquid rotations arrive. We'll be looking at a 5 versus 5 retake here, Zest.
Yeah, and Shadows got his ult out. That's at least something. It's going to deny a lot of possibilities that might hold him up. Demus extends.
Open up for Shados, and now Mech want to continue. Again, Viper's Pit, though, is in place. And look at Yampi's position.
They're hunting
He's
them.
all the way behind them. They are
This is
hunting.
good.
Viper's Pit is falling together with Nivera's life. In they go.
This is
Still
good.
trading. Yampi has arrived.
No
Looking
way.
to deny the defuse, but he cannot. Not in time. And that is Mech coming out on top. This They may have been in the lead, but a couple of rounds ago, when you said it was most crucial, ended up being exactly that, and they're back into the game. Dimasic first to find a frag here. It seems that Team Liquid finding these openings. Nats is on the right side of this map, and he's got friends now.
Spike planted.
And I mean, look at Team Liquid though. They've concealed it very nicely. One left to the site. Soulcast finding a crossfire to work with. Rivera. Oh, snakebite on his feet, but he's staying patient, and he runs away with one.
No!
Gets a second. No way, it's that simple. Position to hold. And let's see if he's able to survive through it. He can hear the movement, he can hear the commotion. Looks out of the smoke and ends up getting Scream.
30 seconds
Down and out.
left.
The high hitter of Team Liquid no more. Chronicle joining the fight, and Mech seem poised to get the win here. Nivera putting a stop to that. Eliminating Viper's Pit. Nivera again. This A site is his realm. It's his kingdom. No one may touch it apart from himself. Nivera, a triple kill. And 2 remain for Mech. Shados and Nats.
It's not over, Pavlos.
Approaching together, holding hands. But now they've separated.
They don't know about
A
Nats.
different angle. Shados gets one again. Nats out into the open. Nivera with an ace to close out the map. Team Liquid 13-8 close out Breeze.
That's absolutely remarkable. So far, it looks like it's going to be the A side hit within seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a simple hit so far. Team Liquid not quite convinced. Only now, as they do rush in.
Oh no!
They die. Dimasic uses 2 shots and gets 2 kills. 1 per shot. And Mech are clearly behind in this round. Team Liquid comfortable to hold around, knowing where both of the remaining players are as well. They've locked them in lamps. Nowhere to run apart from trying the best to grab a kill out of this one. Force their way out of this. Scramble a trade and hope that it all goes their way without dropping another one.
No room for mistakes, though, Pavlos. If there's one versus one, it could become uncomfortable, but talking about it, there's none of it.
No, though, just moves in, takes down the bot, denying
This is
info,
so good.
and runs away.
Yeah, this was absolutely anti. This was absolutely anti. And this is so good. They got that all under control, Pavlos. They find one after another.
There's so much going in Team Liquid's favor, but it's quickly being bounced back with Shados and Nance putting their forces together to try and make this work. They've left the spike behind, and they're trying to infiltrate the backline. It's all down to Nats here.
He's aware, he's aware.
Oh, they're both aware, and it's Scream that pulls the trigger into...
With hardly any weapons.
Yeah, Yampi, the show his ground early on, but TP's backwards. Mech looking to aggress here. Lesser weapons.
Oh boy.
Scream is missing a shot.
Oh boy.
That is not like Scream.
Not again.
And Yampi falls. I'm hearing you say it, Zesh. Not again.
Not again.
But it may just be again. It may be another pistol round to make it work for Mech, to put them on the board. Unless Nivera can stop them. He's stabilized it just a little bit, and now he's got Soulcast to work with them. But they're just all lined up in one singular corner, which is he can anticipate a smoke in that direction. They do start to move in. Seekers out first. Yampi's moved across, doesn't care about holding the elevated angle. As Mech look to take left side control. Lamps is theirs, Yampi, Dimasic find the shots. They were very quick to respond to this and give Mech no breathing space. None of it is theirs. Redcar looking to push up, the smoke is there. Scream just blast pucks his way on top.
See you later.
The truck, and then presence there from the attacking side. Chronicle, he's thinking about it, blast puck away together with the guiding lights, unable to find his second
This
one.
is good combo.
That is a
God,
good
that was
combo,
good.
a good kill. Redcar follows up. Paint shells at the feet of Chronicle. Can't go too aggro here as they try to get the spike down, but at least they gain site control.
They absolutely do, and take a look at it. This is still where the ult from Dimasic comes in. Denies a little bit more time, and this could make it possible for Liquid. This is down to find the frag. That might just happen in Hookah, but that is not the case.
Importantly enough, Mech don't feel comfortable to get the spike down, especially with Dimasic pushing up so closely there, unable to find the kill. Chronicle finding his space now towards elbow. Yampi out with his knife. That's not what you want, and Mech can fold it all in there.
Right? Because, you know, flashes are mostly mandatory.
That is
But they're already
definitely
on
gonna hit their
site.
Performance. They've already pushed forwards. They don't care.
Hold on.
They brute force this. They brute force their way in and end up with a lot of these kills. Soulcast on the rotation with the TP ends up with Chronicle's life, and he is bringing things to a more stable position for Team Liquid. But he's got to deal with the Redcar, and it's down to timing again. Accurate to the trigger, and now again 3v3. Team Liquid look to enter from nearly all entries to the site. Nats just has to hide out within his own poison cloud. Wait out the opportune moment to start a move away. Soulcast reads it, triples up his score. Yampi flashed, but out into the open. Soulcast quadra kill for him. Oh, but Shados denies it, and it hasn't even been diffused halfway. Yampi through the box, and it's Shados to get it. It's given the economical situation and Team Liquid wanting to have a presence in this defensive side. We haven't seen too much of the attacking side, so they may be relying on this one more than the other. In they go onto the site. Full control for Mech. They're winning every single trade, but Nivera's still alive. 5 points of health, which means he won't be for long. Chronicle puts an end to him. Yampi, the single man in this fight for Team Liquid. Operator shot, so close. But draws out the Headhunter up against the two, but they come in for both directions and just trample over him, giving Mech. They did not manage to make it work last time around. Which begs the question, why was this map picked?
No.
Probably because of the preparation. But it is Scream to lose out on his life early. Soulcast finding equilibrium for his team, quickly trading back out. Mech, unrelentless, keeping the fight going. Want to move on forward, run out of bullets, doesn't matter. Bring out your classic and make that work. But crucially in this 1v2, Shados is low. Even though Demasik is alone, he may be able to uncover it. Oh, tries to hide around the Viper's Pit. He sees him in the distance, and the Viper's Pit is no more. And Shados is without a teammate, and he's the one with the lower health. Back to 88 points of health himself. Puts him on top. And he's got full positioning advantage over Shados. And see, from pretty much every single one of these players, softened up for the fight. Soulcast can heal up a few of them. Some, of course, will still be left without it. Yampi, they aggress, they go towards spawn. This is some APAC type of approach. Shados gets a double. Chronicle and Redguard back in it. And it seems like Mech just turned it around on the spike, putting pressure on Nivera to peak, and that is how they fall. Got the idea right. They've read the situation well.
And in the meantime, Scream is still on B, but you say it, they read it right, and they find the kills, or do they is the question. Soulcast at least eliminates one, and they move on.
Does he know there's more around though? It looks like they're walking right past him, and they don't think,
Look, another one.
They've got a clue, there's more there. Nats finds another one, Snakebite may delay them, even though Scream has done a lot, they need to get the spike on site. Yampi, Demasik getting the kills, but Shados is such a menace, and he's blocking them from entering. Yampi puts an end to that shenanigans, and he's completely press W Gaming, and there you go. Redguard to the sideline. Nivera ends up falling. Redguard holding on. Yampi, such an influential jiggle peek. But Shados has been left on the site, and he's got a corner to work with. They're wary of it. They know he's around. Chronicle doesn't show his ground though at all.
And Shados isn't known, Pavlos.
No, and he's able to run away with one. Spike can't get down just yet. They don't feel comfortable. Another guiding light. And it does force them to move away from this H site. They do lose another player, but they do find the B side open.
They very much do, but there's nothing to really gain from that, except the spike, of course, and except the plant going down. There is no ult that is about to come in.
And the guiding light just spotted out Scream. They know exactly where he's coming from. They know one's inside. They know there's one stranded. Soulcast, what a tap! Can he do it? Can he really do it? Chronicle's got both blast backs. He can be such a big distraction, and I believe he'll try and do just that. Scream,
just let them drop.
Off angle. Oh, Scream, that's the first.
This is good.
Scream!
This is good.
Together with Soul.
To hold this up if they want to.
Redguard going out for scouting duties to the back line. He's not only scouting, he wants to do some shooting as well.
Look where that spike is, Pavlos. That's going to be very hard to retrieve.
Well, they do retrieve it, but at least Redguard's still there, and it's causing so much pressure to the back line of things. Nats oversteps, though, which gives Team Liquid its chance. If they're able to isolate another, they'll be massively back into contention. Smoke's enabled. How long will they survive? Scream to the upper forward. Night falls, and Scream can no longer hear. Draws out the showstopper himself, but he cannot find a single player. JD instead finds the kill, which puts Mech on top. Redguard to the sidelines. 13 seconds, by the way. No way they get the spike on time.
No way.
Redguard to the back line. Scream attempts to hold on. Magnificent shooting, but they're just...
This should absolutely be game over. The ultimate cycle, not in their favor. Their money, not in their favor. Yampi not finding an entry, the round not in their favor. Or is it?
Big questions being asked here in VCT EMEA. Big questions. Chronicle. Oh, Jenny as well. The entries, they're back in it. But Nivera says a big note to that. So influential when it came to Breeze. And maybe influential again. No, Chronicle, it's had enough. Not so present in the previous map, but now wants to show who's boss. put Mech on the 11th, smell victory and try to fight on the icebox. But Dimasic now is on the hot seat.
Has a Molotov.
But what else? Nothing. And
The
Team
Dark Hidden
Liquid
Pavlos.
can't push anymore. 30 seconds and Red Guy's going on a walk.
Yeah, but
Yampy
Chronicle.
finds a first kill. JD sticking around. Mech have got 3 players nearby. Guiding Light looking to spray. Denying the spike plant. 20 seconds. They get most kills. Nats is in the fight. And he comes out on top. Viper's Pit is crucially there though. Nivera, they know where he is. But there's no way he can get the spike down in time.
10 seconds left.
That one is over.
Denying it.
Pavlos.
The spray.
That one is over. Never mind. It is.
And there you go. That is a round. Could have been a close one, but Mech at the end seemed poised to take it down themselves. 12 turned into a 13-8, and we've got an equal when it comes to the maps.
And here comes the defense side where they rock at.
They go, break in. Walk comes through to try and delay it, make it a little bit more awkward, but they don't care. They walk past the wall. They want to go directly for the
he knew!
Barely grabbing that kill, threading the needle, and he wants even more. He wants more. Mech now on top, looking and moving forwards, but they are overstepping, and Team
Massively.
Liquid are punishing. Yampy, Nivera, Scream, the lot are all finding the kills, and Redgar is just a dead man standing. Team Liquid with a view. That'll be the case. Quickly shut it down. Yampy walking forwards. Oh, and again, his body goes back from that rendezvous, but his spirit and soul is nowhere to be seen. 3v3.
There.
And it's still doable because Soka says he has found the Phantom.
But they wait. Mac is waiting. No flank coming. Nobody rotating around. They still trade. They still trade and make it possible.
And now Team Liquid can play those close distance angles, but unfortunately Dimasic can't take these fights without knowing that his teammate Nivera is close by. Oh, but his weapon may be visible and can't account for the upper angle. And Nivera now has to find this. There's a Vandal to his left. Not quite sure if he spotted it.
It's a sound. He doesn't want to make a sound.
It's all down the timing, really. Oh, and again, he's walking past the rifles, but
He
really doesn't want to infringe his position here.
But if he's not checking the right side, he's dead.
He does check it, but it's crossing not quite at the right spot. Therefore, Mech.
And you see how much they trust him. Yampy holds the B side pretty much on his own. They fortify A now with 4 players.
Here comes the push here from Mech, and this is an important one to see if they can continue the momentum. Dimasic falls straight out of the bat, and it seems they're taking a lot of control. They're demanding it. Nivera, the first responder from Team Liquid, looking for more, but it seems that Mech gets so much out of it. Scream has been left unchecked, but only good. Still survive. Mech with all 5. Yampy is going in with the operator here. Look how far deep is into this.
That's
he
a
ends up with a
super
kill.
awesome bait.
That's massive. Can he run away with more? Do they have enough
Did he
information?
see him?
Have they
Did he hear
checked the
him?
bottom angle? Oh, now they have. Now they know. Oh, Yampy, he gets it. Team Liquid are well in contention. Well in contention, I say. And that's 1 versus 3 with Yampy holding the corner. He does have it, but the fuse is just not going to stop. Dimasic with a headshot. Team Liquid. But they're going for a very fast approach now towards this tower and kitchen side.
And they take a different approach, right? They're instantly moving here through the tube directly onto the B side. And Mech has a very diverse playbook. You realize it right here. They do so many different things, but can they succeed?
Ooh, it could very much be a Viper's Pit coming through, the Fnatic-styled one, and they end up getting most of the kills here. They open it up completely. Team Liquid.
You gotta move that.
And props to Mech to finding these weaknesses on the defense. Soulcast was that one to the open.
Smart.
Perfect combinations here for Mech to give them these advantages. And it just extends for them. Dimasic does level it up just a little bit more. Give them some hopes. But I think a hope they rely on right now is Yampy, who is moving to the back end. The rest of them will try to move through main, but Yampy is the one that can do the heavy lifting here.
I don't know if it happens, actually.
He walks past Redgar, but he's not walking past Nats.
No.
Such a good read by Mech, but Nivera finds an opening. It's not all over. Well, they definitely need to amp up the pressure. They definitely need to go in a little bit quicker because the spike is ticking. Snake bites start to fall, and that is going to deter their chances. All coming up to try and allude to the idea that they're going to attempt it, but no. Nivera falls and Dimasic no. They're very reminiscent of that first round, but no overstepping this time around. Nivera tries to go in for it, but Jetty is there and waiting. Denied. There's going to be a chance for Mech to continue, correct the mistakes they've made before. Scream on an elevated position, showing where he is now, but the entries from Team Liquid are good. JD, the new addition of the team, looking to step up here, but he's got the assistance of Chronicle, and that's all you need. The guarantee of safety for Dimasic.
His show, huh?
How can you do this? Between the two players, there is no safe position to take. Only to fall back. They run after him, he gets one, but this round, no. This is not his. This is for Mech. And that gap will be increased to 2 rounds. They go.
And then here's the thing, they finally go for the A side again. Something that Team Liquid had prepared previously, were looking decent at, but they want to spice it up. And so they come, Redgar's using his ult, they're opening up as much as possible, deals good damage, but Chronicle's on it.
It's so good. But look at Mech, they've got 2 players that are very low, looking to replenish themselves, and they may be able to do so in time.
Scream!
Solkar Scream doing so much! Not able to shut down Shados, which leaves Solkar and Nivera in a tough spot, down to a 2-on-2, and the spike is still not down, which puts Team Liquid in a controlling position. The Viper's Pit relieves a lot of pressure off Mech's shoulders, and now finds space to weave in and out of that fight without being killed himself.
What a pickle.
Solkar,
he just doesn't make it.
Nats's brain is huge, and he got... Well, in this round, they've gathered early info, and they are able to place their players accordingly, and they step back, but it doesn't even matter if Jade is able to entry like that. Who's attacking, who's defending? I'm confused, because Mech wants space, and they're demanding it right now. Where did Team Liquid hide? Well, Dimasic is able to open things up on Chronicle, but the rest of them just end up falling like flies in the sky. Whacked on walls, left and right. And Dimasic left stranded. Mech with a pistol, increasing that lead.
And Team Liquid right now plays massively for retake. You see Nivera is ready for a lineup with himself. Yampi's hiding in the corner. Everyone is not moving an inch.
Wow. Fragment gets the double kill. There we go. Yampy holding strong. Team Liquid seem to be on the top. Spike touch, putting pressure. Snakebite drops. Solkar seems to be staying on top of things. There's not much they can do,
is it
but
gonna happen?
Shados is doing more.
No way.
They're going after them. They're going after these kills. Scream recovers it. 1 point of health. Still alive. But do deny the plant.
And the thing is, right now, you see it on the minimap, Redgar is lurking. Dimasic's down, Redgar's on his way. Delay it as long as possible to allow their IGL to make that move and flank around.
And Mecha winning out on all of these fights. Shady as well finds himself a corner to work with. The wall now has fallen, which makes the plant even more difficult. Time is of essence as well. JD with 2 more, and Solkar is left by himself. 1 by 1 they drop, and Mech seem on. It's just a ticking time bomb at this point.
It is. Absolutely with you. Soulcast is still on it. Wants to find a little more. The frags are coming in. 15 seconds for the planned path loss.
Is that really the turnaround, though?
It could be.
Coming in from both ends. Chronicle looking to deny it, which puts Mech on top.
Oh my goodness!
Kill with the Sheriff once more. Rekka back into the fight. Sees the plant is right before his eyes, but Chronicle is also in the fight, and he's drawn out his Headhunter to try and assist the teammate as soon as possible. Holding back, Rekka aggresses. That is the first kill out of the 2. Nivera is all that remains.
All on him.
And this is where it all could be decided. Nivera
all on him.
And Redgar is low. All you need to do is 1 shot wherever on his body, even through the wall. But Nivera goes all the way around.
So smart.
And Team Liquid haven't got a clue. Redgar might know now because he clears it all out.
Oh!
That's the shot required. Nivera with an ace. Again with the pistol. Puts Team Liquid on the... It also means they've got still a lot of utility. Most of it.
Yep.
All, if not all of it.
Gonna swing. No! No!
Collateral. It doesn't get sweeter than that.
What a risk.
A tingle. He's like, all right, I'm feeling it now. That's it.
Listen, you're not the only one feeling it.
Ends. Yeah, he's like, Nivera made us mad, you know. I've got to come back. And the timing of the utility, again.
Uh-oh.
Delaying it so much. Nivera maybe
no,
in
right?
Nivera falls, which means that Solkar needs to do the heavy lifting, and the Snakebite, it deteriorates. What does he choose to do? Without any time, with a... It's all a matter of Mech finding them. Yampy's got it.
There's one big flank from Soulcast coming in though, but he needs to do it in time because otherwise it becomes a problem. Yampy finds one, goes on.
And it definitely buys the time for the rotation to come through, but that is Nats finding it quickly. Mech there, Nats with a double onto the side. The guy might be here to stop it all, might be here to keep Team Liquid still in contention, but Mech need to move in quickly because they're definitely running out of time. Soulcast comes into the fight, and nobody expects it. Nats might be holding on for a little bit more, but Team Liquid, us. The read by Mech is good. Nightfall comes in, only denies Shados' abilities to not hear anymore and falls back. So much is thrown at him.
Execute.
Oh, and the entries as well, Zesht. All of it coming together for Team Liquid. Everything falling into place, and Mech seemed to be questioning, what did we do wrong? Because we had everyone nearby to try and stop this.
I don't know why they're going for it, to be honestly. Even if Shadows and Redcar have much money left in the bank account, I don't believe it. You gotta save it. You still have an operator, you still have a rifle.
It makes that comeback that much more durable.
Yes, it does, but...
That much more fallible.
What?
And Mech are not getting us.
Plant now, he can plant now. It's gonna work fine.
It's not like the spray though. Are you
Never
sure
mind.
they can plant?
No, that cannot.
Here once again, 50 seconds.
No.
But Dimisic is
No.
there with a double. Still not much time. If JD responds, it might be good enough. Nat's close by. Still getting more kills. 7 seconds.
Got
and
it.
he's up against 3 that are fairly low. This is not impossible. Spots out scream on top. Oh, Nats is still alive and he goes
No
for the reload. Nivera goes by.
No
Gets it
way.
as well. It's all down to Solkas.
Your work, son. Take your time.
It's all down to timing, but it's Solkas that come out on top, and Team Liquid still in the game.
He had it into overtime, possibly, Pavlos.
There's no way Mech are able to entangle themselves out of
Don't
this.
say it's not
Shouts as a
possible.
minimal scream. Oh, Redcar, she
What?
survives the showstopper as well. And now they move onwards. Still, it's Team Liquid the advantage, right? They even get a Viper's Pit to go with it. Redcar, do you account for the upper side angle? You do not scream. Make sure you are no more. Make sure you are in the dirt. Because they want overtime. They want a chance to compete, to stay in the fight, to be the first with a grand final
Oh my
ticket.
goodness.
Staying equal with the resurrection and the kill from JD. But Yampi does
There's
not
Yampi.
miss these. And the Viper's Pit, within it, there's a lurking Nivera. An all-dangerous Nivera that can taste blood, but ends up dying quickly.
He's pulling. No way.
No way! And they line up for Yampi. They're very determined. Fragment drop, trying to gain that space. Wall comes in, they need that plant. They're getting it down straight away. No overstepping here.
Yampi
Red
knows,
Dot's going for
no
the fight,
way.
And Yampi is fully aware. Always in the know. And Mech are suffering big time. Team Liquid are in control, not losing a fight. Shados is
Your
the
turn.
only man they can depend on. The only man that can
Your
stop
turn.
it from happening. Shados!
No!
Shados! Oh, so close to it, but Yampi retrieves it. Sight.
And how do you get Chronicle off of that position is the big question, right?
It really is.
Lance
And they
coming
go.
down.
Dimisic with a wall, Chronicle with the opener. This is Mech's chance. JD with a double. Team Liquid have left it too long. And they've got no time, no space. Not a thing goes their way this round. It's Mech to equalize once again. We're going to OT. 30 seconds. They will be able to get that spike down without too many issues. Or will they? The snake bite's thrown at him. JD can't get it down safely at all. He's actually so much more closer to the retaking players. Dimisic has shot himself a gap through the fences.
No!
He's keeping it going. Dimisic, he's done so much, and Nats needs to deny it. Team Liquid are in line to closing this out and being on match point yet again.
And I veer. Don't worry.
We've done so before. We've spoken many a times too quickly. Scream ends up falling. Chronicle with the entry. We wanted to see him step up for the better end of the second half. Solkas moving forwards, Nivera opens things up, equalizing the scales. They still continue, but Mecha responding. They've got 3 players nearby, and the 4th is rotating quickly.
Oh, no.
He's on a quick pace as soon as...
On that A side, they want to hit the right timing. But Mech is not moving away. Why would they? There has been no sign. But Chronicle falls. It's man equalized.
Such an important pick there from Yampi. Such a big play. And now they've got themselves full control of the site. Mech have a decision. Do they fight for it as soon as the spike goes down, or do they go in now? They want to let Team Liquid make the next move because they're the ones on the hot seat. They're the ones that need to get the spike down. The reaction there from Nats. Yampi couldn't play it to count for both of them. Oh, Solkas so close to closing it out. Right call to have a lot of their chips in this B site, but there's a clear avenue towards A because no one is guarding that, but they don't know that. They have no clue. Yampi falls, Nivera with a double. Team Liquid. Oh, this is so good by Team Liquid. Nats with the only kill. They find the spike for 30 seconds.
I didn't know where both are. Now they know exactly where both are. And now
Where
it's
did
just
they
about
run?
winning time.
Enemy remaining.
Scream. Yeah, well, this is over. There's no way Nats wins this, right?
Don't say that.
Right, he's in a 1-on-3.
I know Pavlos, but you don't say that in here because you know what he's capable of.
He's very much capable of many, many things. Oh, especially
what
when
did you
he
say?
draws it down in
What
1-2.
did you say?
Viper's pit, and he can hide within it. Spots out Scream. This could be the play of his life.
He knows exactly what's happening. And he finds the kill! Nats does it!
Beautiful monster.
It's like, at the moment in time, Team Liquid doesn't care about what's happening on the defense. Scream pushes through.
Nats. Oh, Nats! A double before he falls. This could be it. This really could be it, but Team Liquid, they get the spike down. At least they've got that going for them. They've also got Yampy on the rotate, but Redgar sniffs him out.
He punished him for the lurk earlier, and now Redgar does the same.
Nostrils of a hound. Scream and Dimisic
Uh-oh.
to keep them in the game. Dimisic first to
Good move.
chime true with a kill. More approaching him.
Dinked.
Oh, so low.
No.
Scream in the fight, missing, but Dimisic is
No
there to
way.
recover for it. They've turned it around.
This cannot happen.
They've got the most health out of the two teams.
This cannot happen.
It cannot, but it may. Wall coming through, Scream forwards yet again. JD falls as well. It's not done yet.
To assist A. A is fortified with 4 soldiers and try break through that wall.
Redgar first to entry though. This could put Mech in the lead, in pole position perhaps. Last back to the side, Redgar doubles it up. He's feeling it. Shut down though, enough of that. Nivera holds on. Ooh, not quite the lineup he would have wanted. This could put Mech on top. But when Sokas and Yampy are around, you can't keep things a chance. Oh, at least Mech will be able to close this one out simply. Yampy does draw out the Vandal, knowing he'll have a better chance with that one, but Mech know what to do in this instance.
Liquid is not here to play around, not here to fool anyone.
Oh!
What?
Wasn't that connected? I'm sure that connected. Mech with 2. This could be it. Soulcast recovering. 11 points of health from Chronicle though. He's psyched. They can't check this. They don't know. They'll only know when the spike goes down. Soulcast takes down Chronicle. They go to the B site and Mech are nowhere to be found.
They find that spike. It's going to the ground. With what timing? With what situation? It is a 3 versus 3. Soulcast has the timing of his life.
Keep your eyes peeled on Soulcast. This is the man that
He saw the
can
shoulder.
make the difference. In he goes, but taking a fight up against 2 is not favorable, which puts Mech still on top, but they still haven't gotten the spike down. And Scream is alive, and Dimisic are alive. They've both gotten their fair share of clutches so far this series.
Oh,
And they'll damn do it again if they'll have to. Touching the spike. Pressure increase. Scream, that's one. Doesn't get the second.
No
Dimisic
way.
in
Not
that
this time.
1-on-1. Hiding away. Snakebite to his feet. Touching it.
He doesn't
Will
expect
get
it to come from
halfway?
there.
He comes through. Sticks it.
Whoa!
Got in time. Dimisic taking down Nats. Taking Mech down with. Giving it to the last vestige of the round again to get that spike down. Damage will be taking JD down. Nivera's shots will seal the deal. Nivera wants to show up. Yampy is on the back line. Trouble for Mech. They're down. They need trades and quickly. They need to take fights. And that is Shados doing exactly that. Snakebite chopping by the spike. Oh, Redgar and Nats turn it around. It's a topsy-turvy once again. It's a complete 180. And they've got the perfect crossfire at the end of this one again. 17-16. Into B they go. Dagger won't be doing a thing. Responded perfectly. Wall comes through. We've seen this before, but by Mech, not by Team Liquid. And we don't know how successful they can be by it. Shados, fragment thrown. They've got an even bigger advantage. They can't throw it. They can't make these mistakes. Nivera wants these fights, wants to put Team Liquid back in contention.
Time, right?
They want it desperately. Shados on the other side of the toxic screen doesn't push it. The resilience, but Nivera is burning alive. He's being burnt to a crisp, and he ends up falling. Mech only used Shados in the fight, and it's only down to Dimisic. This could be where Mech guarantee the grand final spots. Dimisic, not even one. They get done 18-16, and they're heading to the grand finals of EMEA LCQ.
I can't believe this map. I cannot believe what I've just seen.